thing I learned from Sydney Sweeney's drama is that mid-women are a plague. A maelstrom of anger and vitriol disguised as progress and inclusion.
Boycott American Eagle. Do not buy them.
Cancel this person.
Most of you watching are gonna go, the f is that? That's what you deserve. This is who I am. A clown!
It's a Gundam. He's just a piece of crap.
American Eagle was clearly doing poorly. Its past ad campaigns were lame and gay, full of pretentious zoomers and progressive marketing that would make you click the skip button faster than Darkseid fell quitting Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
I give up.
You are all here because in many ways you represent your generation, and you're here because you inspire us, and we know that you have the power to inspire the world.
We are so unflinchingly real. We aren't afraid to talk about how we feel. We don't think that there's anything to lose. We just are ourselves, and we understand that that's enough.
A ship in port is safe, but that's not why we build ships. And putting ourselves out of our comfort zones is so important.
Heard it when I was growing up. Like, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Take that with you. Tell it to other people.
People remember the way that you make them feel. If we can make them feel love, then we can make a better world.
That's the gayest shit I ever heard.
Oh my god, it's full of pointless platitudes that ultimately are what you spew when you're young enough to believe that the world isn't exactly screwed and the system isn't broken.
American Eagle tumbles, pulling financial guidance for 2025. Shares of American Eagle's outfitters are tumbling Wednesday after retailer withdrew the financial outlook for the year, citing micro uncertainty. American Eagle said late Tuesday that it expects first quarter revenues to slide 5% or more than $1 billion.
Basically, things were looking grim, without a shadow of a doubt. Thanks to the tariffs, American Eagle is also feeling the pinch. And they completely admitted to uncertain environment, which basically means we don't know if we'll stay open in the next year or two. So, July 23rd, American Eagle teamed up with Sydney Sweeney to launch the Fall Jeans campaign. This yielded positive results for the company.
Sydney Sweeney sparks latest meme stock rally as American Eagle jumps.
Great, American Eagle's the next stonks.
American Eagle Sydney Sweeney campaign fuels stock surge at beleaguered retailer. The company's stock jumped the day after debuting ads with the Euphoria star. Sydney Sweeney's starring role in American Eagle's new ad campaign has sent retailer stocks soaring. They're up 18%. Pre-market trading was up 7% by midday.
This is good news for a brand that thought they were in for an economic nightmare just 3 months ago. Now, personally, I couldn't give less of a damn if I tried about this ad campaign when it dropped, much like most of America. But a fringe subsect of the far left lost their ever-loving minds again.
Remember in 2013, we left Anita Sarkeesian, only for her views to become widely accepted just 10 years later.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
Apparently the psychos on the left are still on that we hate everything train. Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle are promoting a fascist Nazi eugenics campaign disguised as jeans ads.
I knew something was wrong, I just couldn't put my finger on it.
You guys are complaining about that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it. That's Nazi propaganda. Wow. I thought it was gonna be kind of bad. That's gonna be in history books.
No, it won't. Stop being an NPC, please.
You'll notice the common trend here. Women with nose rings, looking 2 days older than dirt, bad tattoos poorly placed all over their body like iDubbbz's wife. The usual suspects that create an issue where there is no issue. The type of woman that can't keep a man because everything to them is a problem except for them.
Oh god, of course the BMI patrol is here.
I will be the friend that's too woke because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird. Fascist weird. Nazi propaganda weird.
Bro, did she even know what Nazi propaganda looked like? They literally drew Jews as goblin. This is just Sydney Sweeney in blue jeans.
Be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this? Probably not.
Yeah, because it wasn't the Americans that defeated the actual Nazis in World War II. It was the feminists and the trans community. Subscriber die!
Obey my dog!
but it's still really shocking. Like, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman.
I guess blonde hair and blue eyes is only okay when it's the pre-approved alphabet squad's queer-coded character from your favorite Japanese anime, huh?
This woman is the highest example of self-indulgence mixed with Plato's cave theory. All I saw was a gene commercial saying she has good genes, meaning that she isn't a fat, unattractive chick wasting away in her room with a Demon Slayer shirt on at like 30. And if she isn't 30, boo-hoo, honey, you look older than you are.
Her good genes. Like, that is Nazi propaganda. I also am thinking about, like, all of the young girls who are doing their back-to-school shopping right now at places like American Eagle who are seeing ads like this. Yikes.
Like, she can't say anything without having to suck in a lot of air. This is her exercise for the day.
Also, American Eagle is mostly a brand that, like, teenagers to, like, young adults shop at. And so the fact that, like, this type of advertising is being used that feels so for
the male gaze and so over-sexualized.
What a joke that this type of person would most likely praise workers while also saying that Sydney Sweeney's commercial is over-sexualized. Make it make sense.
Remember in 2020 when Calvin Klein lost its damn mind and had an obese black woman model their underwear?
I am not a moment. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I am Chica.
Yeah, you're a force to be reckoned with with the bowl of chicken wings you're up against.
What the hell is even that? All of you!
Daddy, chill.
That is a reference to a 14-year-old Brooke Shields, Calvin Klein's ad campaign that we've all agreed was really weird and predatory. Yeah, I don't like this one. I don't like it. I don't like anything about it.
But I bet you love a box of cookies.
Doja Cat jumped in to make fun of the Sydney Sweeney commercial for whatever reason, I don't even know, because this is something I would expect a broke bitch to do. Like a woman with nothing better to do in her life, this is her avenue. Doja Cat don't make sense to me. But then again, she don't make sense to me as a person. I guess that last album wasn't a barn burner.
Spring often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
That's such a terrible impression. Sydney Sweeney didn't sound anything like that.
Did American Eagle just run an ad for eugenics?
I guess I'd have to expect a woman that has jowls to have some sort of issue.
We are watching fascist aesthetics sneak back into pop culture through fashion ads, trad wife influencers, and yes, now blue jeans.
Traditional wife is now fascist, by the way. God forbid a woman dedicates her life to her family instead of a soulless corporation that'll most likely get rid of her the second AI swoops in. And then she'll be on TikTok with her IVF crying about not having a family or anyone loving her when she gets old.
A girl can catch a fish. It's the right fish I'm trying to catch.
Now she's setting her sights on a new prize.
I really want a family. I've waited for my husband for so many years.
Get what you
Wellington
deserve!
The Sydney Sweeney Aryan Eagle ad is not only xenophobic and racist, it's also scientifically inaccurate. Not determining hair color and eye color, what is? It's giving red pill podcast bro with no marketing experience clearly running their ad department.
Okay, Red Pill Podcast Bro Marketing. Well, when they did the inclusive bullshit, they almost went bankrupt, lady. Now they have a chick modeling jeans people find attractive. Praise the Lord, I say. I am so sick and tired of being told every woman built like Mario is beautiful, while a dude under 6 feet tall should be shot on sight. Zig Short King Spring!
And I just hate when companies make content trying to use medical or scientific terms and then completely screw it up.
Bitch, they know what jeans do. They're trying to be cute and funny. What is wrong with you?
Are people overreacting to the Sydney Sweeney commercials?
What? American Eagle paid a white woman to talk about how great her genes are.
Right, it's a double entendre. She has good genes because people think she's hot, and American Eagle is selling jeans.
It's a series of supremacist dog whistles. And in response, American Eagle's stock shot up 17%. Supremacists are feeling emboldened.
This is funny. He's gay!
You gotta love how the homosexual sits here and tries to make the average person who literally sees this for what it is, a commercial, look like they're a naive rube. Let me educate you on how the Nazis work.
I'm so fed up. Everything is a racist dog whistle these days. When I hear someone say that, I write them completely off. Shoo, go away, shoo! If it's not a fat, crippled, black, trans, it's racist. That's how these people operate.
I mean, if you look at American Eagle's website, they have women of all shapes and sizes and nationalities in there. There's even a chick with a baby hand, dude. I didn't even know that existed. There's a cripple broad. There's so much inclusion.
I'm actually headed into my last day of work at American Eagle today, right now. And I actually have a very different opinion on the Sydney Sweeney situation. I think they were targeting exactly who they wanted to target. And because our men's jeans sales, like as a company, are always down. They're always bad. They bought her bathwater. And if you like let white supremacists know that you support them, they like flock.
What does the dudes who bought Sydney Sweeney's bathwater have to do with being a white supremacist? Does that mean if you bought the bathwater as a goof, you're a Nazi? Looks it up.
This is fine.
What am I gonna do? I'm Hitler's top guy.
Ricky Berwick had like 10 bars of Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. I'm exposing him.
Do you like Sydney Sweeney?
Is that her bathwater?
It's her bathwater, her actual bathwater. Come on, wash your hands, come on. Get a taste.
This is high quality content creation.
I think they weren't expecting the negative backlash, and they wanted to like secretly do it to like raise men's jean sales. And the easiest way to get a cult following is to get a woman that looks traditionally attractive and is willing to sell sex.
Oh, a woman that's traditionally attractive and willing to sell sex. It sounds like you're talking about 1.4 million women in America right now that all have OnlyFans accounts.
What about exploiting women?
Well, you know, when a man does it, it's exploitation. When a woman does it, it's good business.
So despite being in a very deep, debilitating depression rut to where I've struggled to do anything else other than lay on my couch, I felt like this advertisement was too important not to talk about, especially in the political climate that we're in, so let's talk about it, because this is literal eugenics slapping everyone in the face.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, these people are acting like American Eagle is effing Goebbels, dude. Do us all a favor. Get back in bed, would you please?
I can't believe I'm sitting here listening to the Victim Olympics. We have the depressed, autistic, bedridden lesbian that has been so affected by life, but she found the courage to get out of her SpongeBob or Bluey bed sheets to come out here and tell me about eugenics and Sydney Sweeney.
Okay, it's disheartening. I really don't think they truly want to get it. I saw that Sydney Sweeney stuff today.
And I got tired. Tired of what?
Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant. I keep thinking that people just are not gonna believe us until we're hung out there, but then even then I feel like they'll be like, oh no. The same perpetual self-imposed victimhood.
Ironic.
You know, I did a post about saying, hey, like, these are the action steps that we really need to see from the good whites. Where I said, I need protection. Put my cash out. And she goes, well, would you just rather white women just not follow you at all anymore because da-da-da? And I'm like, yeah, definitely unfollow me. I'm doing you a favor by showing up and calling you out.
Shut your mouth. Shut up. Shut the hole in your face. Like that. You can do it. Shh. Shut up. And shut the f*** up.
Get this out of here. Did she just ask for money on her Cash App because Sydney Sweeney came out with a jean commercial?
I want to talk about why my mutual here is so spot on with her thoughts about the American Eagle Sydney Sweeney ad. I'm a creative director. I've worked in advertising for 15 years. I was recently laid off, and I've taken it as a sign from the universe that I need to leave this industry forever.
Well, the universe is real late with giving you the sign, considering you were fired.
I've been disgruntled recently has been how overwhelmingly white and how overwhelmingly male it is and has been. and how difficult it has been to push for equitable viewpoints in like creative reviews. And
the last time equitable viewpoints were pushed, a white woman tried to get Dylan Mulvaney to sell heterosexual men beer. No, you were gone for good reason.
And white people, boycott American Eagle. Boycott the shit out of them. Boycott American Eagle. Do not buy them and cancel this person.
Oh my God. This woman is such a Debbie Downer. If she's married, I bet her husband is not attached to living in the least. That dude probably sometimes looks at oncoming traffic while playing music and thinks it's just a slight turn to the left, Tony, and it's over. You're free. I am now convinced that TikTok is a Chinese psyop to make Western women turn on their country for the dumbest shit imaginable. None of this makes any sense. I know that victimhood is currency, but this is insane. This is actually making me think I need to leave the country because it's only downhill from here. I mean, remember when Beyonce got blowback for her jean commercial? No, that's right, because it didn't happen. When she dropped her jean commercial, it was called iconic. The fact that Sydney Sweeney is being roasted for dyeing her hair blonde, and we're sitting here pretending that's all Beyonce's real hair, is wild to me, dude. This is the whitest black woman I've ever seen in my life since Michael Jackson. And I'm supposed to be excited and shit. Wow. I feel like I'm in the Chronicles of Narnia, except there's no cool talking lion, there's no witches and wardrobes. It's all just misery, apathy, and female insanity. Now, I know some people might call me a misogynist, but if misogyny is just basically saying something that is objectively true, then I'm a misogynist. I'm not even going to bother reading these ridiculous posts from women on LinkedIn, basically parroting each other's talking points to the hilt. What does this prove ultimately is nothing. When people bring up the Sydney Sweeney ad versus the late 70s or 80s ad with Brooke Shields, the stark difference is this. People in 79 or 80, whenever it came out, when Brooke Shields did it, had real lives, families, and things going on. If anything, the reaction to Sydney Sweeney is a herald of how bad things are going to get. That people now discover or find issues in things that do not exist, and they use confirmation bias with a mixture of Texas sharpshooter fallacy to justify their machinations and beliefs, to completely and utterly vilify the changing of the culture that is no longer hyper fixated on fat, unattractive, physically disabled, or maybe even mentally unhinged people that we all have to cheer and clap for because they're so brave for existing. The brave